gotta look back and remember what we're made of. I'll stay by your side when storms are raging. I will hold you close tonight, and I won't let go until the morning light. I'll stay by your side. There's so much more to you than what meets the eye, a beauty that goes deeper than the surface. I've waited my whole life to find someone who gives love a purpose. I'll stay by your side when storms are raging. I will hold you close tonight, and I won't let go until the morning light. Oh, I'll stay by your side. I won't let go, I won't let go. I won't let go, I won't let go. I hope you know, I hope you know that I won't let go, I won't let go. I'll stay by your side. I will hold you close tonight until the morning light. Oh, I'll stay by your side. I won't let go, I won't let go. I won't let go, I won't let go. I hope you know, I hope you know that I won't let go, I won't let go. I'll stay by your side. I will hold you close tonight until the morning light. Oh, I'll stay by your side.
to speak here today. Casey and I have known each other for the better part of a decade. It's hard to believe that time has gone by so quickly. Originally, when I started writing my speech, I was going to talk about how Casey and I met in nursing school, became best friends, then roommates, the nurses who worked in the same hospital, and how we've only grown closer as the years have gone by. Instead, I want to talk about how much both Casey and Lee mean to me, as I'm sure many of us in this room today feel the same way. Casey has truly been a friend I can reach out to at any time. I can always count on her to be there for me. I first met Lee a little over 3 years ago at a Dixie Chicks concert. At first, I didn't really expect much. I figured he was just a friend and left it at that. To avoid a long story about that night, mostly because I don't remember much of it, there were some drinks involved. I knew that Lee was special. He instantly fit in with the group, he was easy to get along with, and I knew he would treat Casey the way she deserved to be treated. And Casey deserves a guy who will give her the world. Flash forward to today, we are here to celebrate the marriage of two wonderful people. I personally could not be more proud to be even just a small part in their journey to a lifetime together. I truly wish you both the very best that life has to offer.
So for all of those of you who don't know me, my name is Jennifer Ngo, and I'm glad to have the privilege of being both of your friends. And I'm very honored to be able to be your bridesmaid today. I still remember the first night that I met Casey when Lee brought her out to Calaveras. You know, we all remember those Tequila Tuesday nights. And this was just when they were on a date. And I remember that night just looking at the two of them. They were both all dressed up and everything. And you could just tell between the two of them that there was definitely something special there. And, you know, here we are celebrating their second wedding. Because Lee saw it too, and he bent the knee. So, Lee, you are one of the most hardworking people that I know, and you have an amazing outgoing spirit. And Casey, you have one of the biggest hearts out of anyone that I know. And together, you guys are the perfect pair. Even though I knew Lee before you came along, Casey, there's no doubt in my mind that there is no Lee without you. And so they say the royal wedding was the wedding of the century, but we all know Kate and William have nothing on Lee and Casey here. Our fancy couple.
I consider Lee to be one of my best friends. And I'm pretty sure. Hey, you sit down, hey, well, nobody's talking to you. I'm his best friend. Hey! I'm sure he feels the same way, right? Say it. Say it!
One of my best.
I first met Lee when we were both being a bunch of big nerds at a local anime convention in Raleigh. I mean, we instantly hit it off. We were both into anime, video games. I mean, sure, yeah, we're nerds. Sure, we had plenty of time for that back then, but now we got bills to pay. We don't got time for that. Nowadays, we do more grown-up things like go on group vacations together. I remember a few years back, Lee asked us to go on a cruise for one of his birthdays. I was like, oh, a cruise? Are we at that level in our friendship? Did we just become best friends? I was like, yeah, let's go. It was one of the best vacations I've ever been on. Second only to the bachelor trip in Ireland. But we all made it back alive for now. When's the next trip? See, the thing you have to understand about Linda and I, we're that couple that you have to warn your friends about. We get a little dirty real quick. We keep it real, and it works for us. Those of you that know us, you know. We're that couple that you have to introduce to your significant other like 6 months after dating, not week 2, not day 2. Lee. Now we were shopping at Grand Asia one day, and I just happened to spot Lee at the corner of my eye. He was with Casey at the time, which I found out to be their second date. Lee was not expecting to run into any of us anytime soon. So Lee had no reason to mention anything to her about me and Linda. Now Lee had this big old smile on his face. Show me that smile. Look at that smile. The fear that I saw in his eyes the moment he turned around with that widened gaze of his and saw that it was not only me but Linda also, I never forget it. At that moment, it was like time had stopped. He stared at me with this look. We had a quick telepathic conversation. He said, "Bruh, don't mess this up for me. Please keep it clean and be chill." Now I knew exactly what was going on. I can't be my normal self, not yet. I don't want to scare her away. So I nodded at him, and he nodded back in acknowledgement. Linda was not a part of this telepathic conversation. Linda had no idea what was going on. And man, she started to get real dirty real quick. I can't repeat what was said, but Lee and I were both face palming. I could feel his eyes burning into the back of my skull as we all went our separate ways. I thought to myself, we might have just ruined his chances with Casey. I said, she's probably gonna play it cool for now. But later on that night, she's gonna get a call from her friend with a family emergency, and she's gonna dip out real quick and ghost you. Surprisingly, that did not happen. It all worked out in the end, or should I say a rather new beginning for both of you. Congratulations, you guys. We love you.